Hi there. Now I'm finally doing my Mii costume prediction. Although, um, there probably won't be any real new ones. Obviously, come up with some, but I'm probably gonna do lots of reiterating. We got lots of like real Mii costumes. Like, I think there are lots of costumes that we couldn't believe got in the Smash. I think more might pick some more. I don't know, I mean, I think we'll probably get like 4 Mii costumes, because, you know, with Pyro and Mythra we got like 4. So I think they're probably doing the pattern of 4. Also, another pattern that they've done since Pyro and Mythra is that the Mii costume wave isn't like related to the franchise. With, you know, the Tekken one, we got like the Lloyd one. So if we get someone in, like say we get Chun-Li for like Capcom or like Phoenix Wright, then we still could get like, how we know, like we can get like maybe we can get like the Star Force, Mega Man, and Mega Man Legend, and base costumes. I think that's one of my predictions. I don't think it's very likely though. I mean, especially if we get like say 4. Granted, with Pyro and Mythra, we got like 3 Monster Hunter costumes, and we have like 4 Mega Man ones. I don't think we'll get anything Monster Hunter related. If someone's got a Mii costume, it probably won't get more representation for like Mii costumes. It definitely can get Final, with Kazuya being a perfect example. But I don't think it will get more. Okay, I'm honestly just gonna get into one that people think will be a final, since some people have been talking about him getting a Mii costume. This being Sora from Kingdom Hearts. I think Sora would be a cool character. I haven't really been rooting for him because, you know, he still has the thing with Disney. Granted, they probably can just add him and not really. I mean, I feel like Disney honestly is like, I feel like, considering the fact that Disney is willing to work with Square Enix and like Capcom, because they used to do that. I think they still do that, maybe, with like the DuckTales remaster that they made, which did get delisted, but still. I feel like they can play ball. I mean, in retrospect, they can just do. They're most likely just. Sora's mainly just going to be Square Enix related, so they probably would just cut out that like Disney, that Mickey Mouse thing he has on his clothes. I get it, like, Disney, I'm pretty sure is the owner of him. Though, I still think that they just, like, they might be willing to include him. Surely, well, most likely never gonna get, like, say, Goofy or Donald in, like, his moveset or anything. But I think they might be willing to let us have the character, with, you know, no Disney ties, which, you know, would be fine. I still want him, I'm just not personally rooting for him. Like, he would be a cool character to finish it off. Especially to finish it off, but people have been talking about it because they got music tracks. And I think he could get one. I think the thing is that, well, the 3 Mii costumes you have that got tracks were Sans, Cuphead, and Shantae. And, well, the companies who own those characters, apart from Microsoft, who technically owns Cuphead, I guess, in a way. They're all from indie franchises. And well, Square Enix isn't a indie company, considering the fact that Squaresoft, or maybe it was Enix, I can't remember which one bought them, but considering they're a company that's together, just like Bandai Namco, I think that, I don't know. I'll, it's obviously, it's kind of a rule I have. I mean, it obviously can be broken, and I kind of hope it was. Another character, which will be next. I can hope we'll get a track, and he might most likely get one. I'm gonna spoil his gender because I'm about to get to him. 1 second. But, so definitely can get one. I just think if we do get him as a Mii, we probably won't. Square Enix is kind of stingy. They're probably less stingy than we think, because we got Sephiroth and Hero and stuff with music tracks and all that, but I don't know. But I think them being stingy is kind of outdated. Kind of. I kind of been rambling about this for a while. So yeah, my next character obviously will be Crash Bandicoot. I still do want him as a fighter. It's only less now, especially since the last one, but he still definitely will be kind of a good way to end it off. Because he's so big. So he gets some hate, which... I think that kind of is maybe one of the reasons I don't want him. But still, we're showing him as a Mii costume. I remember this one guy who didn't want Crash, and so he wanted him as a Mii costume, so he won't be in. And we'll still get the Crash representation. Which, you know, I think is, good. I think he might be very likely. I can see either way. I mean, he has been big for a little bit, especially with that new game, which did come out on the Switch around the time that Ultimate started to, when they started to announce Ultimate and stuff. So it could be kind of a good way to, like, end it off. Plus, you know, this is probably picking at it, but they made the Crash Grocery stuff, well, they bundled the games together. And considering one of the characters, which will be next, kind of has that playing in his favor, split his gender again. I do think we could get Crash. We also could get this fighter too. We could get him as a fighter. This being Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. So lots of people think that could be it because Frogman, who has been lied about his Smash predictions, said we would get him. He never said that we'd get him as a fighter though. I think he said that. I think he said the same thing about Steve. I think he just said we'll get Steve Carter in, which made lots of people think that we'll like him as like an assist trophy or something. And of course we got him as a fighter, which I think might be the reason most people will think we'll get Ryu. I said Steve. I think that's why most people think we'll get Ryu as a fighter, because, you know, when we predicted Steve getting in, we predicted him as like a assist trophy or spirit or Mii costume. And considering that's kind of the general opinion, I think it will also be the opposite. Maybe. He still definitely has a chance, and he's my second most wanted character after Dr. Eggman. Who I think I would be happy, because it would be more Sonic content. I'd probably be less happy because, you know, I want actual final, because I want Sonic to get more representation, but if we have to give him as like a Mii costume, or even, like say, Shadow, who's an assist trophy, or, I don't know, some other Sonic character. I know them, I just don't want to name names. I will have to talk about some Sonic characters we could get, because, you know, I'm a big Sonic fan, and also, I do think that Dr. Eggman does have a chance, so why not? I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do a few of those, not too many, especially since this video is getting long. But keeping a tradition with like Sephiroth, the last character who had Mii costumes based off of his series. And they're both villains, but I honestly think one of my predictions I just predicted being the Shadow costume for the Mii Gun. Well, it also can be a brawl. I mean, Sonic uses punches and stuff. It's just basically the same, moveset-wise, anyway. Gameplay-wise, I mean. And moveset, if you ever got in. I do think he could be, in. Maybe it's like the Isabelle thing, where she's a Mii Gun, but she was like a party popper. Maybe it's something like that, where he's like a chaos symbol. Considering the fact that's his attack, it could be, I think probably Brawler or even Gunner. Maybe less because of Nintendo being picky on that stuff. I've been saying Gunner for the longest time, so I think we'll probably get him as a Gunner. And it'll make sense because we have got lots of Mii costumes based off of assist trophies. Obviously, my next two picks, which are unique, because we found one based off of Chow, which I think we could get. It'd probably be less likely though. I mean, I might sound like a hypocrite, but especially for my last pick. But I think Chow's too new to get in. You probably think I'm a hypocrite in like a minute, but eh. So my next one would be Amy Rose for the sword fighter. She uses like a hammer, and I think it's probably way bigger than like the sword, so they definitely can shrink it. I mean, I have seen characters like Ashley and Goemon who get like well, sword fighters but don't use swords. So I don't think like that's really not an issue. I think they can just shrink it down, kind of like Enderman. Granted, there was like an Enderman skin in Minecraft Console Legacy Edition that had him in it. I think I might have said the name wrong, but I do think we can get her because she's like, I mean, she's existed longer than Knuckles. She got like a assist trophy and ball costume, so I feel like if we get someone, we could get her. I feel like she'd probably be the next most likely character after Dr. Eggman, because she is kind of recognizable to the Sonic franchise. And now we'll get into a character who you're probably gonna call me a hypocrite, but still the Hedgehog. Now I know, I said that Chow is probably too new. And that's kind of true. I mean, he's kind of newer compared to the other ones. So you're probably thinking, well, like Silver then. Well, for one, in the Green Hill stage, that was added with Sonic and Ball. 1 second again. Silver appears in the background 20. That's basically it. I mean, I was thinking no reason, again, also pulling at it, but someone said that if we got Shadow in, they can make, like, Silver the assist trophy. I know it's kind of pinking at it, but I think I think that someone said that we could get like Silver more representation. I feel like it would make sense. Also, Silver is a kind of popular Sonic character. Lots of people like him. Granted, the Chow's all, but I think considering the fact he doesn't want to add Luigi, which you know is my next Mii costume prediction. Since he said he didn't want to add him because he was a lesser character in like the Mario series. Because you can like imagine moveset. Granted, he obviously has changed his mind and can, but yeah. So yeah, Waluigi. Obviously, is one of the most popular Smash speculation characters ever. And that's really it. I mean, sure there have been new Mario sports games and Super Mario Party. Not Super Mario Party, but that new Mario Party game's coming out. So I think it could be good representation to get him in. Sure, he can be a final, which also be good representation. And it won't be a character I will predict for this month. Also, in my last prediction, I think I said that we could get like someone like 9V. Because I thought we'd get him in the Direct. Which, you know, could make sense for like a marketing standpoint. True, this is a Mii costume prediction. And I won't do a actual one. I may, if I record my live action, I might do one before it starts, but now I want to think of some games that are coming out this month. Well, Metroid's coming out, so I do think we can get I don't know, Stylus or whatever his name is as like a, I don't really know, I think Gundam, but I'm not sure. It's just because Metroid Dread's coming out. It's coming off the Switch OLED, which they showed Smash gameplay on, but that's picking at it, so I think that'll be my last prediction for that. I also think I'm gonna do about 3 more, because, you know, the video is kind of getting a little long. I kind of, alright, first I'm gonna do, I think I might do, like, this might be my last, actual character one. I think the other ones will be characters who are from series that we could get as the final character. So yeah, so my last real character, besides the bonus one of course, is Layman. In the game he basically punches. He has like different kinds of punches, which can make him a pretty unique fighter, but considering the fact his main attack is punching, as well as the typical step on the head and kill him thing that's in games, he obviously can walk. Granted, it'd probably look weird, and he probably would be like a full-on costume, who even could come for a track. We have got Ubisoft representation, like with Assassin's Creed Rabbids, which will be my last Mii costume prediction in this video, and probably one ever, besides the bonus one at the end. But with that being said, another character that I'm predicting is Galarian Slowbro. Slowbro. Said that weird. I'd like look up his name. Because it's YouTube I watch, Netmall, which another one of his predictions will be at the end as kind of like a shout-ish. Kind of like a bonus, but not the bonus. But I basically agree with his opinion, so you should really go watch it. Also, I've talked about sometimes, but the reason I'm talking about here is because we might get a new Pokemon, which is what lots of people are predicting, and I think it'll probably be the most likely choice for a Nintendo character if we have to get one. But I'm not going to dwell on that too long. Dread. I also didn't mean to make a joke there, but this one is obviously, some of you might think it's a joke, but it's not. Also, it's not really a character, it's more of a character from like a franchise. Which we ended up explaining. I'll probably have to include another bonus right afterwards, but someone from Just Dance. Yeah, and I'm also gonna need to put in a bonus, because it's not like cheating, but not. So I'd say Chun-Li. But, Just Dance is probably, besides like say Rayman or like Assassin's Creed or something like that, or Rabbids, it's like their next most popular franchise that hasn't got representation in Smash. You know, we got the Rayman Spirit, and we got the Assassin's Creed and Rabbids Mii costumes. Plus, we got some other costumes based off of the Rabbids as Mario characters from Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which you'll make a sequel to. So this could give us more representation, like Rayman. And the reason I'm saying this, because I said all my picks should be from franchises that are already in Smash that could get enough title. The reason I say this is because, you know, with some franchises like Kazuya, we got the Void one because Tales of Symphonia was made by Bandai Namco. The Tales of franchise was made by them. Actually, they bought it, but that's the reason we got him in it. I also think it might partly because Void was a very popular requested character, and that was kind of the whole theme of that Mii wave. Which I'm really hoping will be this one too, but I guess we don't know until it happens. But so that's the reason I say Just Dance. Now, who from Just Dance? I don't know. There was an original song of Just Dance. I think the dance on it is original, so that probably will be it. We also won't get some like Ed Sheeran that one in his Shape of You song, but for us reasons, I do think we could get him if we like needed more representation for Ubisoft. I mean, yeah, Rayman would be more likely for like a Mii costume if he's not vital. But I do think if we do get him, considering like we got the Rabbids, we could just get him. It's kind of like the Kazuya thing, where they decide to release Lloyd with it instead of like say releasing Heihachi with it. Like, it would make more sense for them to include Rabbids with the other one. Alright, I'm just going to quickly say my pick. Bandai Waddle Dee as your sword fighter headgear. I don't know how he look as a sword fighter. And my last pick is Jonesy from Fortnite as either a gunner or Mii costume, Mii sword fighter with a pickaxe or sword. And Bandai Waddle Dee would have the spear. And that's basically going to do it for this video. So stay tuned and always wear your seatbelts when you're driving a vehicle.